Namo Narayana. ThiruOnam is being celebrated on the 31st August 2020, Avani month, ThiruOnam Nakshatram. ThiruOnam star itself is associated with Perumal, we all know. And particularly whenever we say ThiruOnam, we think of Uppliyappan and we think of Tirupati, Thiruvenkadamudiyan or Venkadachalapati. But here it's very unique because ThiruOnam as a festival is celebrated for Vamana avatar taking the form of Thiruvikram avatar. So we all know Perumal comes as a midget or a dwarf as Vamana to the court of Mahabali and asks in Danam of 3 steps in his measure. Now the Pandits have, Acharyas have, eulogists things. Perumal knows only to give, he doesn't know to ask. So he's now landing there because to protect Indra and other devas, he has to do this. That's why there's another name for Vamana called Upendra. And then he goes there and asks, he has to ask, he doesn't know. So he says, Mavadi, Muvadi, Ta. That's all he can ask, he doesn't know how to ask. So sensing that the person who's come as a dwarf is Sriman Narayana himself, Sukracharya, the guru of Mahabali, tries to stop him from offering the dana. We all know he takes the form of a bee and tries to block the kamandala so that the water doesn't pour. Then Perumal uses the dharba and then pokes the bee just blocking, by which Sukracharya's one eye gets wounded. And then we know Mahabali gives 3 drops of water and immediately Perumal grows his Thiruvikrama. So here Alvar has worshipped or eulogized this particular act where Perumal takes a dharba and pokes the kamandala with the bee form of Sukracharya with the word Chakra Kayyane. Now there Perumal is not in his form having his Sudarshana Chakra or anything, but he uses only a dharba. But again Alvar here enjoys him as Chakra Kayyane, because any weapon that Perumal uses is basically Sudarshana Chakra taking any form. So that's how Alvars have enjoyed or experienced Perumal. Now Andal immediately says, Ongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi. So we know Ongi Ulagalandavan is Vamanan who becomes Thiruvikraman. So Perpadi, obviously Nama Sankirtana of Perumal, she wants to elevate 3rd Pasaram of Tirupavai. Now Onam, though it's celebrated predominantly in Kerala and people who speak Malayalam, I think it is a festival that we all need to celebrate because who is Mahabali, by the way? Because Mahabali is the grandson of Prahlada. So when Narsimha Avatar happens and Hiranyakashipu Vatham is done and Perumal cools off a bit, he tells Prahlada, I am sorry that I had to kill your father in front of your eyes. I tell you now that I will not kill anybody from your generation anymore. So though Mahabali was a good king and all that, but he was threatening the very existence of Devas. So to protect Indra and others, Perumal takes the avatar as Vamana Avatara, and to bring his pride and control, he goes and asks. That's what he does. So because of the boon that Perumal has given to Prahlada, he is not killing Mahabali. So when the 3rd step where Perumal wants to keep, he doesn't have, Mahabali offers him his head. So Perumal pushes him to the ground with his divine feet. And it is faith that every year at this time, Mahabali re-emerges to perform his offerings to Perumal. So that is what is the background of Onam festival, where with just 3 drops of water, Perumal from Vamana becomes Thiruvikrama. Swami Sri Desikan, an amazing Acharya, has enjoyed this growth of Perumal from Vamana to Thiruvikrama by giving a beautiful analogy that what looks as a necklace in his Vamana suddenly becomes as his waist ornament around the waist, and finally becomes a small anklet in his leg. So that speed in which he grows, so what ornament was in his leg actually comes to his anklet. So that is one of the analogies that is happening, and many acharyas have enjoyed the growth of Thiruvikrama and all that. So there is a lovely pasuram every pasuram is lovely, of Swami Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi. Vadivil Kalamellam Udanai Manni. There are 10 pasurams which he is offering service to Tirupati Perumal. So in that Palastuti pasuram, he again says that he actually worships Thiruvikrama form in that. So in the Ozhuvil Kalamallam Pasuram, he ends the 10th Pasuram as Thal Parappi Mantavi Isane Nilpozhil Kurugur Sadagopan Sol Kelar Tippattam Vallavar Valvar Valvedi Nyalam Pugadave. So again, though he is actually offering these 10 Pasurams to Tirupati Perumal, he ends it saying Thal Parappi Mantavi Isane. Again, he eulogies Thiruvikrama Perumal here. And Thiruvikrama Kovil, there are quite a few. Kanchipuram has Perumal, in Ulagalanda Perumal Kovil there. But the more prominent Ulagalanda Perumal Kovil is in Thirukovilur. Thirukovilur is about half an hour drive from Viluppuram. We all know Viluppuram is about 4 hours drive from Chennai. So Thirukovilur has got one gigantic Ulagalanda Perumal Vigraham there and a Sannidhi there. And there, very interesting from a Sri Vaishnava concept point of view is Thirukovilur in that location. The first 3 Alvars meet. When I talk of first 3 Alvars, it should be minimum 7, 8,000, 10,000 years before or something like that. Because Swami Nammalvar, 5th in the Alvar itself is 5,000 years plus. So first 3 Alvars will be much earlier. So there, Poigai, Budam, Peyalvar, Poigai Alvar, Bhutat Alvar, Peyalvar, first 3 Alvars. So first Poigai Alvar lands there. It's a dark, rainy night, no light around. So they find a small veranda kind of things. So Poigai Alvar goes there and there is only one place for the Alvar to lie down. Because it's dark, it is raining, he just lies down. And then Bhudat Alvar lands there, and the moment he finds the same place, he says, okay, come sit here. 2 people can sit here, but only one person can lie down, but 2 of us can sit there, and they start talking. And then Peyalvar also lands there. Oh, okay, 3 people, this is a very small place. So let us stand here and talk. So in Tamil, normally it say Oruvar Padukkalam, Iruvar Irukkalam, Moovar Nirkalam. 1 can lie down, 2 can sit, 3 can stand. That is all the place. Okay. So when 3 Alvars are together, what else they are going to talk? They are going to immerse themselves more and more in the Anubhavam of Perumal. So they keep talking, and Perumal is so thrilled and he decides to come and land there. So in this place only 3 people can stand, and all of them find that there is a 4th person. They are finding it very, very stuffy and all that. 4th person is there, but they are not able to find who it is because it is pretty dark and it's pouring rains. So immediately they decide to light a lamp and see. And where will they go for lamp, matchstick and all that? So they start singing. So their own singing is where the the lighting comes in. So what does the first Alvar, Poigai Alvar starts, his first 100 Pasuram is Vayyam Tagaliya Varkadale Neyaga Vayyakkaduron Vilakkaga Sayya Sudarali Yanadikke Sootinen Solmale Idarali Ningagave Endru. So Vayyam Tagaliya, so he creates the entire universe as the Tagali, which is Vilakku, Varkadale Neyaga, so the entire ocean as the Nei. So Vayyam Tagaliya Varkadale Neyaga Vayyakkaduron Vilakkaga. He visualizes the sun itself as the light. So Vayyam Tagaliya Varkadale Neyaga Vayyakkaduron Vilakkaga Sudarali Yanadikke Sootinen Idarali Ningagave Endru. So that's how he starts. So the second Alvar, Bhudat Alvar, says Anbe Tagaliya Arvame Neyaga Inburgi Sindai Idadiriya Nanburgi Nyanachudar Vilakketrane Naranarku Nyanathamil Purindanan. So he says Anbe Tagali, my love itself is the what I call the Vilakku. Arvame Neyaga, my eagerness to see Perumal itself is the ghee that will light the lamp. Inburusinde Idadiriya, my thoughts about Perumal itself becomes the thiri for which you can light. So if 2 Alvars are lighting up the lamps, so obviously Perumal is to be seen. So third Alvar, Bhudat Alvar starts saying Thirukkandeen, Ponmeni Kandeen, Thigalum Arukkani Niramum Kandeen, Serikalarum Ponnadi Kandeen, Purisangam Kai Kandeen, Yennadi Vannanpal Indru. So immediately says Thirukkandeen. Here is where Sri Vaishnava's very important concept comes in. Perumal and Tayar are never separated. They are always together. So first Alvar sees Thirukkandeen, Ponmeni Kandeen. Then he sees the Ponmeni of Perumal. Thirukkandeen, Ponmeni Kandeen, Thigalum Arukkani Niramum Kandeen, Serikalarum Ponnadi Kandeen. He says Ponnadi, which is the Sudarshana Chakram, Purisangam Kai Kandeen. He sees Sangha Chakradhari of Perumal with Tayar in it. So these 3 Alvars are having this Anubhavam in Thirukovilur. So that small place is called in pure Tamil as Idaikali. In Sanskrit it's called Dehali. We can say in common parlance as a veranda or something like the small pathway or passage. Redi we'll say, Idaikali, Dehali. So the Perumal there is also called Dehalisan. Idai Kali Ayan in Tamil, pure Tamil, and in Sanskritam is called Dehalisan. There is a Dehali is the Stuti given by Swami Desikan, and through this, all this happens in Thirukovilur, where we have Ulagalanda Perumal. So on this ThiruOnam, let us worship Sriman Narayana, who has taken the Vamana avatar and becomes Thiruvikrama as part of this avatara, and we can always worship him in Kanchipuram, in Ulagalanda Perumal Kovil, and in Thirukovilur, thinking of Mudal Moondra Alvargal, first three Alvars who gave us an amazing Anubhavam to enjoy Sriman Narayana by our own thoughts and our own whatever is available. We can always see Perumal in everywhere is what first three Alvars have established, and very important factor that Perumal and Tayar are always together. They are Sriman Narayana. They can never be separated, and that is what we are worshipping. Let us worship to Sriman Narayana as Thiruvikrama on this ThiruOnam day, and let us all pray that everybody is safe. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Namo Narayana.